Hello and welcome to the first video for 123D design. If you're watching this video, that either means that you are brand new to 123D or maybe you haven't used it in a year or two and you want a little refresher on how to use this program. So the first thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to open up the program. It'll either be on your desktop with this little upside down triangle logo, or you can go to your search bar at the bottom and type in 123 and then it should pop up there. So we'll open it up, and likely what you'll see is this Welcome to 123D Design. It gives you some quick start tips. You can read through them if you want. It's not required for you to do that. But what I would recommend is click on Don't Show This Again so that these tips don't come up every single time you open up 123D. So you'd click on that and then you'd click Start a New Project. So then you should see something like this. This blue area with all the squares, we call that a work plane. So what I want you to do in this video is you're going to try to open up 123D, see the work plane, and then I'm going to get you to move around on the work plane. So if you right click with your mouse, you should see that you can orbit. So what I'm doing right now is I'm orbiting around in 3 dimensions. That is a right click on your mouse. If you push in the scroll wheel, you can do something called panning. So I'm moving left to right around my workspace. So those are 2 really useful features that you need to know. The other way you can do that is you can actually grab this thing up here in the top right corner. It's called the view cube. So you can actually scroll around and move around here. And you'll notice that when you do this with the view cube, you get something in the middle called a pivot point. So that green little pivot point is there, and that's showing you where you're pivoting around. The last way you could do this is actually just click on top view, and then you can kind of rotate around using these arrows here. And then finally you can go up here and you could rotate around that way. So those are just different ways to navigate around 123D. So what I'm going to show you now is we're just going to bring in a cube. So I'm going to go up here to my shapes, and actually it's called a box in this program. I'm just going to leave my length, width, and height all 20. I'm just going to click, left click. So now in order for me to actually see all the different sides, I'm going to have to orbit around to all the different sides. So have a chance and have a try practicing that. Bring yourself in just a regular box and just rotate around so you can actually see it. And pan side to side, and try using your view cube at the top as well to look at the different sides, just to see how this program acts. That's all we're going to do in this video, is just have you practice moving around. So if you're comfortable doing that, you can move on to the next video where we'll learn about sketches.